by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, reading like the entire stories
Me
fluently.
too.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so Tamara is here. Everyone knows Tamara from August seminars. She did a wonderful job. For 2 days, she was with us. She worked with the primary school teachers. She worked with the preschool teachers as well. Tamara is a wonderful teacher from Quantum STEM. She has, I would say, the most number of hours teaching first steps phonics in Kazakhstan, probably. She was teaching 30 hours a week for 1 year to 6 classes. So that's around 120 students. And she had very wonderful results. Like now, over 99% of students were fluently reading by the end of the year. Definitely outstanding results. So she's very experienced. So now she's teaching in grade 2. So she's working with the same kids. She's enjoying that foundation that phonics provides. So now kids, can take any other programs. They can read any texts. So it's a very powerful foundation on which to build.
Thank you, Sanjar. It was my speech.
So sorry. All right, Tamara, take it over. It's yours. The floor is yours.
Okay, hello, everyone. It's very nice to see everyone. I will try to keep it as short as I can because we are already late. As Sanjar said, now I don't teach phonics, but thanks for not forgetting me this year. I would say that First Step Phonics is the great program. And after 1 year of teaching and using it, I could see the great results of my student. All of them, like 99.9% of my students, can read fluently, and the rest 0.1 can read by syllables. They know a lot of words. Their vocabulary is very rich. They can write, and I will show you what they can do. So let's start with my topic: 10 activities that always work. So first, I will. Oops. Okay. So my name is Tamara. I'm from Quantum STEM School. If I had to introduce myself in 3 words, it's I love teaching. And you could see this in my Instagram teaching days. I try to share ideas, some moments from my lessons to the class, and some tips for the teacher, and show the teacher's life in Kazakhstan. So I want to ask you, what kind of tasks always work? Like, it's personal for your class, or maybe the task you enjoy doing because they are good, they are useful, etc. So what kind of task always work?
Games.
Okay.
Games, competitions.
Okay.
Also, TPR also always works wonderfully. Also,
Okay.
miming,
all the activities where they have to move, to run, to shout.
Yes.
they love
as we all-
miming also. Miming.
Okay, great. So, is it always funny activities? Like, yes, funny activities always work, but our lessons have to be serious. Sometimes it's not the comedy club, it's not the stand-up show of the teacher, and it's always funny and they laugh. So funny activities don't always work, I say. Physically active, like TPR, can we use them all the time? Every lesson, on every stage? Like, no. Games, of course, they're great, but what if the students are shy and they don't want to participate in the group games, or they don't like to lose, because in the games they're always a loser and a winner? like in the majority of the games. Always new activities. Yes, you bring up something new, but they have to get used to the one type of activities, right? True or false, you use it one time and you can't forget about it, or like fill in the gaps or matching. So you can't get rid of the routine or the activities that are everywhere in each worksheet, in each course book, and even on the exams. Or personalized. Of course, we can personalize the activities. Like we can see that the student likes football, and I can connect the lesson to the topic, to the sphere of his interest. But it's very difficult. It's very time consuming, and we can't use it for all the students. Only like targeted ones. Okay. So, as Ainagul said, the challenges, they like the challenges, they like the games where they have to win. So, as always, we know this zone of proximal development by Vygotsky. So, all the students are here, and they have the sphere of the tasks that they can do without assistance. These tasks are easy, they can do it, and it's not a problem for them. If we use only these tasks, they're getting bored. And the dark green circle is the tasks that learners cannot do, even with the assistance of the teacher or of the parent. It's too difficult for them. They can't get there. And here, again, they become demotivated. I can't do this. I try, but I can't. So the perfect type of activities are those which are a little bit difficult or more difficult than they already know, but not too much. So they can do it with the assistant, of a little help, with the guidance of the teacher. So you have to challenge your students, but not too much. Okay, for students, challenge is the game. They want to do this. They will not give up. They will do like, I want to do this. I need to finish this task. They will not give up if it's not too difficult for them. It means they are in progress. And also it means the happier class. People are happier than they have some difficulties. So here is the table of one American psychologist, Mihaly. It took me so long to learn his surname. So it's Csikszentmihalyi. Okay, so he has this table which shows the line of abilities and line of challenges, and we can see if the class with low abilities have low, like little challenge or no challenge at all, they're apathetic, they don't want to do anything, they're sad and depressed. And if we implement a greater challenge for low abilities, they are worried, they're stressed, they're sad. And if for low ability students, we give two very high challenges, they're stressed and alerted. And the perfect zone here is to be here. High level of abilities with a high level of challenges. So it grows all the time. So we always have to think that what are the abilities of my student and what kind of tasks are perfect for them. Is it challenging? Is it challenging enough, or is it too difficult or too easy for them? Okay, so children will see the mistakes as opportunities to learn. I think you all have noticed that young learners are not sad about mistakes in the like 99% of the cases. They just think, oh, okay, no problem. Oh, or they do like this. Yes. So they are not sad about the mistakes. They see it as opportunities to learn. And once they do the mistake, they will never do the same mistake. Like in this age, the mistakes are not fossilized. And children want to learn. They're always hungry for new ideas and learning. So I have created the weekly challenge in our school. Fortunately, all the second graders are on the same floor. So every week, every Monday, I have the new challenge for them. So the first one was write 80 animals, and I helped them with the grouping them like sea animals, farm animals, etc. And they were correcting each other. Like they could correct some spelling mistakes. They could like say, who is writing the seahorse into the farm animals? Are they crazy? And they like cross them out, and they would by the end of the week they would ask me like, did we complete the challenge? Did we write 80 animals? And I would say, yes, perfect. You are the best. The second challenge was, and also it is all connected with the topic of the lesson. So we learned a lot of animals. So the next topic was seasons and weather. And the next challenge was like the word search. They did it in like 2 days. On Tuesday, it was already finished. So the second thing I do for my kids, now this one is in the hall and this one is in each classroom. I give them short poems to learn by heart. And if they learn and tell them these poems to me, they get the prize. The prize is just a lollipop. So they would like sell their soul for their candies. So they will learn, and they don't notice this. I give them the task. If I tell them learn this poem, it's your homework, they will be stressed. They will not want to do this. But here I motivate them by, and it's optional, but almost the whole class wants to do this because they get the candy by the end. And as you can see, this is the CVC words, the phonics, so the things they learn and which are easy for them. And the last thing also, do it and get the prize. Here, in our school, children have the special hour for doing homework, but it is usually taken by class teachers, like to do math or the language things, and I don't have the special hour to do homework with them. So I give the workbook. I gave their workbook, I send it to their houses and they don't bring it back to school. They do homework at home and send me only the pictures. And once they do it, I check it and I put the tick. So you could see, and as soon as they accomplish 10 homeworks, I give them the prize. It's like the small pack of stickers with animals or hearts or something like this. Also the things students like. So you can see that some students, like this one, for example, it is her third round. So she got she got 3 packs of stickers and she's really motivated. And once they get here, like I tell them, you have 3 homeworks left and you'll get the stickers, and they're very happy about this. So this is how you motivate and make them do something which is important without stress, and they want to do it by themselves. Okay, so getting to the activities we use, we have stirrers and settlers. What are those? Do you know?
Hocus pocus, everybody focus, something like that.
Okay, so stirrers activities are the things you named by the beginning of the session when I asked what activities always work. Games, everything to jump, songs, TPR, etc. So when like when we teach in primary, we see that they have a lot of energy and they have to use this energy. So with stirrers, you channel this energy, and then you can't jump all the time with your students, you can't dance all the time. There are some activities to settle them down. So stirrers and settlers are like the balancers for your lesson, so their children are not overexcited or not too bored on the other hand. So stirrers is all about moving around, using the energy, jumping, screaming, etc. So the stirrers I like are the mingles, like find someone who, like the game. You put the sticker on the back of the student, like the cat, another one is the dog, another one is the giraffe, and they drill the same question. Am I big? Am I small? Am I orange? Am I brown? So they have to guess. This is the game they like. They try to see like this. So they try to not ask the question, but see the writing on their back themselves. So it's very energetic, and they enjoy it. And I think you know a lot of mingling activities, and they work even with young learners. Action and movement games, like throw the ball. I think everybody uses this, like what was A, B, C, or name the animals, dog, cow, cat, etc. So ball activities, clapping activities. I used clapping activity a lot last year. Like every lesson we have 3 or 4 sight words, and when you play the cartoon, you just, like when the students see the targeted CVC word, they have to, or sight word, sorry, they have to clap. So I use this game a lot. Team games, the when they have to run and write something, like complete the alphabet, and miming games. Okay, the next, total physical response, like yes, I can see like a thumbs up activity in the chat, etc. Total physical response, like dancing, jumping, etc. Like we all use this. Songs and chants. YouTube is the great source of songs for every topic. You talk about animals, go to YouTube and type animal songs ESL, and you have it. And it's the great way to show the pronunciation, and students remember the chunks better than when you speak in the songs. Drama, acting out, you can use students themselves, you can use the puppets, you can use the masks. So it's not about being boring, it is interesting. And at this age, at the age of 5, 6, 7 years old, they have great imagination, and we have to use it to learn. And technologies, as we all know, students now are digital natives. They can use the phones, tablets, internet freely, and we have to use it too. Okay, so these were the stories, and now about the settlers. So they are the activities which are designed to calm students down. And it's all about classroom management. It helps to establish the routines, make them look at you and calm down and listen to carefully. Especially use it when you have some new material for them and you want to grab all their attention. So here you have to use one signal. Use just one, so they get used to it. So if you clap all the time, and they know that clapping means the teacher has something important to tell us. Or you just say something like hocus pocus, everybody focus. They have to get used to one thing, and it will be your classroom routine. I used this one, like 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato, 4. And once I start to do it by myself, and then they look at me like, what is the teacher doing? And then they try to repeat. The second round, I say like, let's do it faster. 1 potato, 2 potato, blah, 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 blah. We do it faster. And I say like, can you do it faster? And then they scream. And the fourth round, I would say like, let's whisper. 1 potato, 2 potato. And that's how they become quiet in my classroom. So after doing the round with 8 potato full, I start to whisper something important to them and slowly raise my voice. So, and they stand still like this. Okay. The second type of the tasks which settle my students down and are the word plays, anagrams, missing letters, word search, crosswords. They like it, and they love puzzles. They love to use their brains, like hangman game. They love it. Okay, picture dictation. You can give dictations work with young learners. They know the instructions, like Alexandra's students know the word read. It's the instructions they know. I think they all know the word color. Yes, so we can use picture dictation. You give the same picture to the all student, and you say color the cat orange, or just shorter, the cat is orange. So this is the dictation, and they follow the instructions, and they're very attentive because they want to color it correctly. And you can use the white sheet of paper. They don't color, they make like draw a cat, draw a dog next to the cat, and you can compare the pictures after that. Okay, read and draw. When you give a short text for children, they have to read the description and draw. Again, it works with very young learners. And this time you don't tell them, like in the dictation, you just give the written instruction. The cat is red. It works with even the students who can't read a lot, but they learn cat. CVC words are enough. Okay, stories and storytelling. Here you have to grab the attention of all the students, make a circle and read the story. I don't know about your students, but my student loved the book, the phonics, first the phonic book, more than the cartoon. They were questioning the cartoon, like, why do they have this? Why does it move so slow? Why is it so? It's so weird. But for the book, they don't have questions like this. They loved book more, and when I was reading it, they were more attentive when I used the animation for the story. And art and craft. So students love drawing, making something with their hands. So the first year, last year was full of crafts for me and for my students, and they had the big portfolio with the projects, mini projects, cut the things they cut out and made a picture of. Okay, so now as the name of the session are 10 activities that always work for me, let's say. So 5 stirrers that work in my class, top 5. Running dictation. I try to reduce and not use the first language in the class, and for running dictation, you can use pictures, like one student is on the one side of the classroom, I am here, and the second student is running between us. So I show the picture for the student. He runs to his peer and says, cat. And this student has to write cat. Then they can change the turns, and another student comes to me, I show another picture. So this is how it works. It requires the knowledge of the word, the correct spelling, and this is the excitement they have. They have to do it faster than another player. So it works with the revision of the good for revision of vocabulary, for spelling. It's fun, but it's very loud. Prepare, it's very loud, and you have to clean up the whole class because they can bump the table, they can fall down, so they will cry after this. So I don't use it too much, but sometimes once in a month, maybe it works. But they love it. It's better than just ordinary dictation. So the second is miming games. Again, it's like Alias or the crocodile game we all know and use. It helps students to express themselves. It helps them to revise the vocabulary. It's fun, and while they play this game, they don't see that they learn. It's unobtrusive learning, but again, it's very loud. The third one is online memory games. It trains the memory and attention of the students, but it might be time consuming. There is a site, eslgamesplus.com. It has a lot of memory games on different topics. My students love it. They all want to participate. Even the students who are always quiet, they see the memory game on the whiteboard and they raise their hand. So this game always worked for me. Drama. So it grabs the attention of all students and help the shy students. How it helps shy students? They think like, now I'm not Aisha, I'm a cat, so I will do this. So they don't think of their personality at the moment of the drama. They're another person, they're another animal at this time. How I use drama on the first grade, there are some stories which have dialogues or some small dialogues. So I used to switch off the sound, and they used only the karaoke thing there, so they could read and catch some words from there, and they could just do the same what the thing is people do in the animation. So this is how I use drama. Now I can play some cartoons like Peppa Pig. And first round, they just try to, they hear everything and they act it out without speaking. The second time they try to say the same thing. The next time I can just switch off the sound and they can act it out. And the fifth task, the fifth stirring activity is swatted. I had this plastic hammers last year, but they couldn't make it with grade 2. It's broken now. So I got just fly swatters. They love it. You can use it in different ways. Like two students with the fly swatters, you name the word and they have to swat the picture. Or one student is saying the sight word and two students have to swat it. So you can use it in different ways, but they enjoy it, enjoy jumping with it and sweating everything around. So these were top 5 of stirrers. Now top 5 of settlers. Surprisingly, once they learn how to read, they love reading. I tell them you have 7 minutes, let's say 5-7 minutes to read the story. If you finish it earlier, you have to read it one more time. And in 5 minutes, fast finishers can read the story 3 times and they will not stop. Like, I finished and then they jump around. No, they're quietly reading because they love it. And while this whispering reading, I can move around the classroom and hear the problematic places in the story, the sounds, or I help the weak students at this point. So reading is a great settling activities for now. The second one is hidden pictures. If you need to assess students individually, maybe you have to arrange oral assessment and you have to keep other students in the class busy, give them this hidden picture activity. It's very interesting, and when I worked in Turkey, this book, Hidden Picture, was compulsory in the set of their handbooks. It trains the attentiveness, and once it is in English, they remember some words. And these things like slice of pizza, cupcake, fork, cane are hidden almost in every picture. So they remember these words too. So this task are helpers. One page keeps my students for 15 minutes. and that's great. Okay, and the third one are the crafts. Again, here it requires a lot of teachers' assistance, but once they get older, it's less and less. So in grade 1, I had to cut everything for them. Now I just make it bigger, so they cut out themselves. I have some slow students and I have to help them, but they love doing this and they enjoy the results all the time, and they always ask, can I bring it back? I want to show it to my mom. So they will always do the craft things. They enjoy it. Projects. So this is what I was talking about. This is grade 2. After 1 year using first steps phonics, my students can do these projects themselves. This student just like weird animals. I guess he reads some encyclopedias about them. So he always gives some new information about, do you know this animal? And I don't. And I was like, really? So this was his project last month. So the second month of the 2nd grade. So largest animal in the world, name meaning fear nothing. This student doesn't take extra classes of English. He doesn't have some tutor at home. So this is what he learned with me in our school with First Steps Phonics. Okay, so they love projects. Now they do only individual projects because they are too small to divide work, to plan the project. Like, okay, you will make the picture, I will do the research, and I will write everything down. It doesn't work with young learners now, so I give them only individual projects. And once they have individual work, this settles them down. And the 5th one, cartoons. Again, these are only 5-minute settlers. Sorry, not 5, 7, 10, not more than 10 minutes because they get bored even from the cartoons. And the cartoons which work are educational, surprisingly. If I give them Peppa Pig, they start to scream, I don't like Peppa Pig. And other students says like, I love Peppa Pig. And they start to scream like what they like and don't like. And when I ask them, what cartoon do you want? They always like have the debates. So I choose the perfect cartoon for them, Alpha Blocks. It is the great cartoon for phonics. So it's all about phonics. There are the letters which stand together and make different words. They have different situations, etc. It's very interesting, and my students are obsessed, and they can watch and read the words in this cartoon. So these were top 5 settlers and 10 activities which always work for me. Okay, thank you. And now I am ready to answer your questions.
Thank you, Tamara. Wonderful presentation. A lot of clear examples and with photos to understand the different activities. I'm sure this is providing a lot of ideas for our teachers to implement in their practice. Thank you a lot for sharing with us today. So do we have any questions to Tamara? She's very experienced in phonics.
It's not a question, it's a very short feedback. So Tamara, you are the goddess of motivation, both for learners and for co-teachers. Thank you.
I'm very happy to help you. Thank you. Okay, then I think there are no questions. So thank you then.
Tamara, I'll just have one request because there were so many good examples. Tamara and Alexandra, could you share the slides with me in PDF format after this presentation? I'll drop it in the Telegram chat for the community, for the teachers.
Okay.
So they can just see the examples again. Okay, because there was so many examples, it's hard to remember. Thank you so much. All right, awesome. Thank you, Tamara. And now we're almost